Hi, good morning. I am Callistus Jalui, counseling psychologist and emotional intelligence coach. I want to welcome you to this program this early Sunday morning, wishing you a wonderful day, and I hope that in tuning into or to this program that you will once more benefit from it, you will share it, and also you will also subscribe to it. Today we're going to continue our thoughts on emotional intelligence, and we are going to look at 7 steps that will help us to regulate our emotional intelligence. 7 steps that will help us to manage and to control our emotions. As we said earlier in an earlier program, that whenever we perceive a threat, if we lack emotional regulation or the ability to take control, as scripture said, to bring our bodies under subjection. And that is one of the things that we have difficulty doing, regulating our emotions. Because many times when our emotions are inflamed, when our emotions are triggered, what we do, we react to our emotions, and we do and say things that are self-destructive, not only to the individual but others. So today you will learn of 7 steps to help you to manage your emotions. Step number 1. Now, I want you to do it in a form of affirmation. And you can also get a pen and paper to write it down so that you will remember it and put it into practice whenever you find yourself in a situation when your emotions are triggered. Step number 1. I am responsible for my feelings. You want to hear it again? I am responsible for my feelings. Your feelings are controlled by you. You determine how you will respond to your feelings. You determine what you will do to that surge of energy that you are now feeling when you feel threatened. You decide. No one dictates how you feel. No one is responsible for your feelings. You are responsible for your feelings. Nobody else. The reason being, you are in control of your thoughts. You are in control of your emotions, you are in control of your behavior, and you are in control of the consequences that will result from your behavior. So the second point would be, if you are responsible for how you process information in terms of your thinking, then you are responsible for your emotions. So the next trigger will be, you are responsible for your behavior. That is number 2. I am responsible for my behavior. Nobody can make me behave in a way that I do not want. So whatever happens within your family setting, whatever happens within your work setting, whatever happens within your marital settings, the way you behave, you are responsible for it. It does not matter what is said to you. It does not matter how the person is reacting to you. It does not matter. You are in control of your behavior. Your behavior is your responsibility. Your responsibility towards your family. Your behavior is your responsibility towards your spouse. Your behavior is your responsibility towards your workers or the people that you work with. You determine how you will behave because you are in control of your behavior. So when you commit an act and you are making excuses, if I commit an act and I am making excuses and I say, it is you that caused me to behave that way, don't believe that if you go in a court setting that you will escape with that, because the judge will say to you, you are responsible for your behavior. And many times we will never understand that concept of you are responsible for your behavior unless you arrive in a court of law. Unless you arrive in a court where you are going through a divorce. Unless you arrive in a court of law when someone is suing you. Many times we will not realize that. The third point is, you always have a choice in terms of how to respond. You always have a choice. There are many options available to you and me in terms of how we should respond to a situation. The choice is yours. However, many times again, rather than giving ourselves choices that will help us think, choices that will help make us slow down, choices that will help us stop what we are doing to analyze and make sense of the situation, many times we do not give ourselves those options because we are so impulsive. We are so reactive that we shut down our mind to think. This is why scripture is saying, let the unrighteous forsake his ways, and the unrighteous man let the wicked forsake his ways, yes, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return to me. This is scripture. This is the reason it's saying, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You have to think through situations and give ourselves options. The fourth point is, no one can make me upset. No one can make me do what I do not want to do. I need to do together. It does not matter, again, what is said to you. It does not matter how the person is reacting to you. No one can make you behave or act in any way that you do not want to do. And we go back to what we are saying. You have a choice. You can choose to act or to react, or you can choose to carefully assess a situation and in a controlled manner respond to the situation in a healthy way. These options are available to you. Now, number 5, you can identify your choices. Yes, you can do it. You can give yourself the time. Sometimes we call it a timeout, so that we can reflect. And many times we do not take the time to reflect, to analyze and assess the situation. We don't give ourselves those opportunities. We just respond. We are just impulsive. It says, give yourself the time, so that you can assess a situation by giving yourselves many options. Open it up. If I act in that way, what will be the consequences? If I act in another way, what will be the situation then? Give yourself, visualize it in your mind to see the end product of your reaction. Number 6, when you realize the range of options that are before you, you are now giving yourself the opportunity to behave in a positive, in a healthy manner. You understand how it works? When you give yourself that option, you are now giving yourself the opportunity to respond, not act, react, but now to respond in a healthy, positive manner that will build relationships. And the final one is, you can practice the new behaviors that you have just learned and to make it part of you. You can implement it in your marriage. You can implement it in your family life. You can implement it in your work life. You need to practice. Let it become your modus operandi. Let it become your habit. Why? Because you are building healthy relationships. Relationships that will last. Relationships that will be strong. Relationships that will make you stand out, where people will value you and you in turn will value the appreciation that people are giving you. So thank you once again for listening. I hope this video has enlightened you. I hope that you will like this video. I hope that you will share it, and I hope that you will subscribe to this video. Do have a blessed day.